I'm going to kill you.
You can't kill her.
How this story started to develop in your head, and how was turning it from that very beginning, from a short film and then to a feature film?
Yeah, well, it all started like you say with a short film. I found the script from Lorcan. Lorcan really is the original writer, and my idea at the moment I saw it is this has to be a feature because you have such themes are grief that are always interesting to me, and such an iconic and powerful character that was the witch. So it was always the plan to try to make a good short, like yeah, business cards, a proof of concept to take to producers and studios and try to make a feature movie. And from that is just developing this little grain, like I said, with the grief, with a personal relationship with the witch, who were the people who were keeping her, and try to put a little bit of common themes, universal themes like family and the people that we have lost, where we have lost during our life. And that's where everything came together to become what is now the feature version of Baghead.
And Freya, how was what was the first things that you thought when you read the script? Because you had the opportunity to work in a lot of variety of genres. This movie, it feels it's not only horror; it has a lot of drama too. So, how was it for you when you read the story for the first time?
Well, I mean, I thought that there was definitely something that was exciting to explore in Iris. She's got so many internal battles happening, and I really wanted to kind of flesh that out as much as I could. And that was one of the most fun parts of it for me, you know, exploring that grief. And yeah, so it was that. But it was quite different, I think, at the beginning. Wasn't she a bit older? And then she was
Yeah, when we started developing the script, he was older. It was an older character, but when Freya came on board, we saw the opportunity to giving it a twist, because I always, like I said, I wanted always to do it about family too, and what happens in the families, these family secrets and so on. And then we added the character of Katie, who was kind of the cool friend that is trying to keep Iris on the right path, but doesn't really manage to do it.
I think it's cool as well doing it at that age, because it really is that bridge from a child to an adult. And I think that that's the key pivotal point as well within the context of this story, is to her desperation for stability.
And you both mentioned grief, because there's something really important in this movie. I think all characters are going through that. Is that something that you feel that is gonna make the audience connect with the movie? Because it happened to me that you can feel the pain of all these characters throughout the story.
Yeah, that was the main driver of it, because as I say, it's a story about grief. And all the characters, like you say, in the story are somehow touched by grief. And I think it's a universal theme. It's something that we all either have experienced or will experience in life. And having that connection with what you're seeing makes you being able to empathize with the characters, because otherwise there is no tension, there are no scares, there is no suffering for the audience if you cannot empathize with the people that you're seeing on screen.
And something that I found really interesting in the movie is the whole thing about the hole on the wall, because I think it can represent many things. What it represents to both of you?
Justa.
Oh my gosh, the hole in the wall. I don't know if, well, I suppose it for playing Iris, it kind of, I don't, it was a danger zone, to be literal about it. I don't know how much it was more the creature for me that represented something. You know, I feel like the witch is like a metaphor for grief. I haven't really considered as much the hole in the wall, but I definitely know that it was the place you don't go.
For me, it was,
so maybe that is it, you know?
It was the threshold where this is a character that is between the two worlds, the world of the living and the dead. And this hole in the wall is like a visual representation of this transition that she's making. She's in her own world, and she's coming back where the living are, bringing someone with her. So that is the hole in the wall is the threshold.